So I was going to ask, like, when people see this interview and try like magic internet, magic computers that are printing money, like, does this make people lose faith in the system, like, and just see that, okay, this is an emperor has no clothes moments, like the core illusion of modern money has just dissolved away? I was going to ask that question, but then I also started thinking, like, at the same time, it seems, I don't know what's going on here in the zeitgeist, but it does seem like everyone hates Musk these days. Nobody believes what he's saying. People are burning his cars. When normal people see clips like this, are they just thinking, like, what the hell is this guy on? This is more Musk conspiracy. Like, get this. What's this guy doing in my government? Get this guy out of my government.
I would say, first of all, I don't think everyone hates Musk. I think it's probably partisan as hell. I think if you found out if who they voted for last election, you'll know with like 90% accuracy how they feel about Musk, right?
Yeah, same with how they feel about inflation, right?
Exactly, right. I was just about to say, like, even like yeah. There was some very depressing statistics last week, right? Like where
the number one predicting factor for how you think inflation is what inflation is doing is how you voted in the previous election. That's
and how the economy is doing. Yeah. Like, just like, do you think the economy is doing well?
Your confidence in the economy is primarily dictated by how you voted. So if you voted for Trump, you think the economy is doing well. If you voted for Biden, you think the economy is doing badly and inflation is out of control.
And you hate Musk.
Yeah.
And so I think those people would probably see this clip and they would be like, this guy's insane. And this is not how our monetary system works. But I think when I don't know if you guys went on this journey, but I definitely did. When you first started wrestling with, like, what is Bitcoin? What is this magic internet money? How does this work? How does this have value? You kind of get to these same kind of questions, and then so it's and then when I talk to other people, and Graham, you and I talked about this a lot because we were working on trying to reach out to normal people and teach them what Bitcoin is and why it has value. It's a normal reaction to just the concept of money when you start to drill down to it, to being like, this doesn't have any value. This is ridiculous. So this clip doesn't, like, even if it is true, even if it's 100% true, it's not that far from what, like, money actually is anyway. So, I don't know.
Okay, well, so for someone who has dug into it, gone down the Bitcoin rabbit hole, this is sort of like kind of quirky, not surprising thing. But maybe the argument is that, okay, Elon Musk, most famous person in the world next to Trump, perhaps, he's talking about this. This might trigger a new wave of people questioning the system. And when you question the system, where does that lead? For us, it leads to things like Bitcoin. That's the solution, right?
The zeitgeist is actually the opposite of that. It's like you got the Trump side partisan of, like, we have to destroy the current system. And, like, the Democrat side is more like, we have to keep the system going. So anything that's saying, like, this system is broken, there's like a reaction of, like, no, the system is fine. The system is fine. And that seems to be, like, the competing zeitgeist, I guess, right now. I don't know. What's your guys' take on that?
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I pointed out this story in my newsletter. It's U.S. lawmakers urge Trump to drop crypto before it hurts America. Right. And this is like a popular story from last week. Right. And to me, this is so sad because I would say crypto is almost even more partisan now than it was a year ago, And so the thing that we just talked about, if you ask, probably don't even have to ask anybody. You just find out who they voted for. And then if they like crypto or they don't like crypto, right? Because I imagine anyone who voted for Harris is going to be like, I hate crypto. It's a grift. Look at Trump, Trump coin, Bitcoin. No, this is BS. I mean, that to me is like a very sad and I think a bad thing. And I'm hoping though that if crypto returns to America and if businesses return to America, crypto businesses return to America, we can hopefully get past this in 4 years where it's not a partisan issue. But right now, I feel like it absolutely is.